Welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to talk about insurance. Insurance 101. We'll do a little introduction, a little background, a little history about insurance, and then we'll dive right in to some property and casualty insurance. As I told you before, we're going to spend 2 weeks on insurance. So to get started, we'll cover a few basics, a few principles of insurance, and then we'll jump into homeowners insurance, auto insurance, and personal liability umbrella. That's a coverage that provides just liability. So to get you started, I've posted an assignment. It's not really an assignment. It's more like just an article. And you'll notice that, I am now changing the titles of our lessons. Instead of lesson numbers, I'm going to put actual names of the topic. So this is Insurance 101. Next week, after we finish Insurance 101, we'll go into Insurance 202. We'll talk about life insurance, health insurance, and long-term care insurance, as well as disability insurance. But to get started, I wanted you to see that I posted just an article, and it's basically, I've got it in your course, as well as I can send you a PDF. I may post that in the course as well. But it gives an overview of insurance history. I think that's some interesting facts. I'll share a little bit about Lloyd's of London, which if you don't know anything about Lloyd's of London, you should know a little bit about Lloyd's of London. We'll cover a little bit of insurance industry, and then we'll jump right into basic risk management. And I'll be going over all of this when we get into our Zoom meeting this Tuesday. We'll cover types of insurance, but again, today in this lesson, in this week in Insurance 101, we're going to cover property and casualty, We're going to cover property and casualty insurance, including that infamous PLUP. That's a personal liability umbrella policy. So we'll go over that coverage, that policy, and we'll talk about some exclusions, some things that are not covered. All insurance policies have exclusions. We'll get into the homeowner's insurance policy, and I'll start off by telling you how to read the declarations page. That's what really tells you what's inside of the policy. I will ask you, and one of your assignments will be to get a homeowner's or rental insurance quote. So that should be pretty easy to do. If you already have insurance, if you live with your parents, or if you have an apartment, you probably already have renter's insurance. So we'll just review that together. And then we'll jump into auto insurance. And we'll go through the coverages that are involved in auto insurance, beginning with collision coverage and then comprehensive coverage, and we'll go over the liability section in the policy as well. So your reading assignment will just give you a good overview of all the elements that we'll talk about in our upcoming Zoom meeting. So it's not really going to be an in-depth lesson. There's really no test. What you're going to do instead of a test is you're going to jump into your financial planning portal, and you'll notice that I've opened it up and included insurance. So you can see at the top we have insurance, life insurance, disability, long-term care. Those are 3 that we will cover next week. But this week we're in property and casualty. So you'll notice down here we have home, auto, and umbrella. So this is where I want you, your homework assignment is to do just a little bit of research, and I want you to add your insurance coverage to your plan. You'll do that right in your planning portal. Let me show you how to do that now. So if we go to profile, we go back to the net worth. This is where you add assets and liabilities, and it's also where you add insurance. So you see when you click on insurance, you get all these drop downs, all these options, and you're going to be focused on the ones here on the bottom, the last 3, homeowners, auto, and umbrella. And in this video, I'm not going to tell you what kind of coverage you need to have. I want you to do just a little bit of research on your own and then go and impress me with with the right coverages for that house that you bought in your credit crush assignment, where you went crazy and found your dream house and you bought it and you added it as a property here in your planning portal. So just like Billy has his home, you should have that too. And because he has a home, he needs to have insurance. So we're going to add insurance to the house and insurance to the car. And if you happen to have two cars like Billy, then you're going to want to have insurance on both cars. So right now, Billy has no insurance on his cars. We'll fix that, and I'll show you in a subsequent video how I added insurance on Billy's cars, and I'll again pretend to be Billy. And then the umbrella. This will, when you go into your portal, you'll notice that it's giving you a recommendation, and that recommendation will be based on your net worth, including the investment assets that you've added. So I hope you're enjoying working in your financial planning portal. By now, you should see that we've opened up lots of extra windows. These will all be a part of your capstone assignment, but again, if you just follow along and do piece by piece, and by the time we get to the end of the semester, your capstone assignment will be pretty much completed, because I'll be able to create a report that will show all of these elements that you've added along the way. So I hope that helps. Welcome to Insurance 101. I look forward to working with you on this topic. If there's one thing that I'm an expert in, unfortunately, it is insurance. And it is what it is, but I've got a lot of letters after my name, and they all pretty much have something to do with insurance. I was a State Farm agent for many years, and I've sold a lot of insurance, and I've been a claims adjuster. And so I've got a lot of experience and a ton of stories to tell. Didn't get to any stories in this video, but I promise you we've got lots of stories coming in the topic of insurance. In fact, the best way I know to teach insurance is through stories. So I'm going to introduce you to stories that will help you understand both the purpose of insurance and the application, the way it works. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. And don't forget, when we finish these 2 weeks of insurance, we're jumping right into investments. And again, the 4 investment strategies that are designed to maximize return and minimize risk. Do you remember what they are? Number 1, diversification. Number 2, asset allocation. Number 3, dollar cost averaging. And number 4, portfolio rebalancing. And I'm going to weave those all together into some stories, and I'm going to wrap it all up with a nice bow for the perfect investment. And then after we finish insurance and investments, we're going to jump right into types of accounts, where I'm going to wrap it all up with the second law of personal finance, which is the law of tax advantaged investing. So hang on, buckle up. We're going to go fast, and I think you're going to like it. I hope you're going to like it. There I go, sounding like Donald Trump again. You're going to love it. I'm going to do my best. I know I'm going to enjoy it. I always do. Can't wait to see it. Take care. Thanks for watching the video.